Hello guys, ShavedApe here, and I've got some cherry popping for you. This one, Lost Planet 3. Now this one I did buy as a pre-order from CJS CD Keys. I mentioned it in a recent video what CJS CD Keys is. Great CD key site, very reputable, nice and cheap. And while it did arrive in time for the UK release, I would have preferred it earlier because rumour has it that it's possible to bypass the release date check and play the same time as everybody else, like the people in the US that usually get it about 3 or 4 days earlier. Since this is a digital copy and it's got no packaging or anything like that, then I don't see any reason why I shouldn't be able to do that. And you know, why should I have to wait 3 more days in the US or Thailand or wherever just because UK retailers don't want to release games till Friday? I'm not going to your fucking retail shop, I'm buying it off Steam or wherever, so I should be able to play it at the same time everybody else that bought a digital copy should. I mean, you know, you're already charging me the same price for a non-packaged product. You know, maybe it's time I got something in return. I don't know. But, you know, or you just fucking move with the times. I mean, you know, let's face it, things have moved on, and selling from a shop, while is a great way to do it, you can now get it digitally too, so it's about time everything came into line. Just my thoughts. Anyway, enough ranting. Let's move on. I want to talk about Lost Planet 3. Because, well, that's supposedly what this video is about. It should come as no surprise that this is the 3rd game in the series. You know, Lost Planet 3, you see where I'm going. Developed by Spark Unlimited and published by Capcom, this is a 3rd-person shooter where you play the part of an engineer. His name sort of escapes me right now, but in reality it's not really that important anyway. This is cherry popping, my first impressions, not the Wikipedia of the video game Lost Planet 3. I'm sure there is one. Now, I hate telling you games are bad when they're bad, or, you know, because, well, I know a lot of work went into them, but if a game is bad, I'm gonna say it's bad. It's as simple as that. And likewise, if a game's good, I'm gonna say it's good. So the question is it good or is it bad? It's bad. Sorry about this, Spark Unlimited and Capcom. I really did hope to be saying otherwise, especially since I spent 30 quid on it. But this game just isn't compelling enough to want me to play it again. It really just lacks something. I installed it, played it for I guess maybe an hour or more, and I kind of hoped it'd get better. Now I have yet to still play it online, and I will give it a try because I definitely want to. I do like multiplayer games, so for me multi is where it's at, and I'll probably go and maybe it'll get better. But for the most part, this game is just not very good. There's an attempt at humour that just falls flat most of the time in the dialogue. There is a screen on the mech, for example, you know, this big machine thing, I've forgotten what they call it in the game, but it's a mech. And you're wandering through this storm and a couple of rocks hit it and they like hit the screen and crack the screen. But then the screen miraculously repairs itself. Like, I mean, what the fuck? It just, and there's no reason for it to get better, and it actually would be more immersive if it had stayed. Or, you know, maybe it's the find a weapon on the floor and then I have to press P to pick it up. Yes, you heard me right, PC players, I said P. So take a moment or so now to look at your keyboard. Go on, I'll wait. Now don't forget to put your hands on the WASD keys like you would normally, and you can see why P might be a bit of a problem. You know, there's more. I mean, that's the trouble is there are more, sadly, lots more things that just really spoil this game. Like getting out of the mech to repair things, and you have to press and hold V and basically watch some graphic on the screen. See very little other than maybe move around in a circle. Nothing else happens. It's like, wow, what's the point? Then there's the aliens that you fight. They give off this T energy stuff, which is apparently a commodity in the game, and I'm sure that'll become more apparent should I continue playing, which I probably won't. And I guess it's worth picking up because, you know, but you do that just by walking over it anyway. Now, I thought some 4-legged dog type creature things, I suppose they weren't really dogs more, but yeah, that kind of thing and it put me on my back, and I had to tap F repeatedly, and then try and aim at its like open mouth type thing to stab it with a knife. Now, maybe it's just me. To continuously press F and then switch to the mouse button to knife kind of seem pointless, and I hate them having to tap F constantly. But the guy has a fucking pistol. Why couldn't he just reach for his pistol and shoot it in the mouth? Why has it got to be a knife? You know, I mean, but you know, that's not really a bad thing. At the same time, it just felt, what's the fucking point in this? All in all, Lost Planet 3 is at best an average game trying to be a bit more, and I'm afraid failing relatively miserably. The interface, or GUI, from a PC player's perspective at least, feels a little like an afterthought. I mean, pressing P to pick up a gun, really? Changing my video settings on its own was a little game inside the game. Let's play Hunt the Apply button, because instead of just putting it where the other fucking buttons are, it's hidden at the bottom of a not so obvious scrolling menu. I actually had to check the internet and found someone that had said, well, you got to scroll down, and oh right, so you scroll down. I had no fucking idea. So to sum up, should you buy Lost Planet? Well, I wouldn't buy it again, that's for sure. I will say I haven't played the multi yet, and who knows, with the multi it may redeem itself. I'm never a fan of single players anyway, but this one wasn't great. I guess I can hope, otherwise I threw away 30 notes on this thing and it'll sit at the back of my Steam shelf, never to be played again. Let's face it, we've all got those. So, with that said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope this was enjoyable, hope you liked it. Yo, subscribe, like, you know the score, you've done it before. Don't forget to share with your mum, your dad, your cat, your dog, the neighbours, whoever. And I will see you all again in the next one. ShavedApe saying see you later.
Corona's Actual, this is Peyton. I found your Frenchman. He's at a fueling depot near Watkins Pass.